Dust 2, Mirage, and in particular Inferno is very slow-paced as well. BTarena likes to sweat out the opponents. He doesn't mind waiting for the utility to be used on Banana, and it's some very late hits that are coming into the bomb sites as well. So watch out for VP playing against the old VP in a sense.
Wow, that's exciting stuff. And it is more exciting to tell you that we are getting into the game. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your thoughts and, of course, your prayers. But it's paiN taking on Virtus.pro for a spot in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Pray to the Counter-Strike gods, boys, because we've got a playoff spot at the BTarena on the line tonight. paiN and Virtus.pro, Scrondog, and the Laundryman to bring you guys this one. It's Inferno to kick off the series. Mo, are you ready?
I am ready, actually. I'm kind of sad that we don't get to see Nuke in this, obviously, because Virtus.pro's ban. But that's from the perspective of paiN. It'll be interesting to see them tested by a team like Virtus.pro, because it kind of was like every game got harder than the last for paiN, and this one, maybe it's easier than the Mongols. But as mentioned on the desk, they're feeling good about at least the trend that Virtus.pro are on as well. So maybe these teams are about to meet each other in the same arena.
It's just the fact that obviously paiN have defeated Virtus.pro already this year, and they did it in such convincing fashion. And that was one of the worst losses that VP had on their road to Katowice playoffs, right? Of the two teams that made playoffs, it's the team that lost this head-to-head. So you'd hope paiN could now tap back into that when it is an arena on the line. Right here, right now. Promising close matches, that's what we tend to get. For the moment, it's Virtus.pro with an edge in the pistol. Couple players to try to press up short side. Fame is just locked in on the tall box, and he's going to have to do something. Both his teammates die with nothing to show for it, and that player is able to push down through Moto to join up. So paiN, for a moment, looked like they were getting squeezed. Instead, they come out with a 3 versus 1 bomb down. Poor Flit was unable to do anything as he rotated over from B, not able to catch that one kill to maybe give himself a better chance, and so I don't think he's got this.
Yeah, his old Virtus.pro genes kicking in, saying, get the heck out of here. His teammates just needed one more to give him a chance to try to make this retake possible, but instead it'll be paiN with a pistol, and they had a nice trend of pistols yesterday. Inconsistency exists in both squads in each of their players. I mean, we've seen Flit play better when he was playing under Jame. We've seen ICY play incredibly well or incredibly absent. I think that the same thing can be said for paiN with their players. MOUZ just seems to be getting better and better and not letting off the gas, which is great. BTarena, if it's OT, you know that he's going to come through. Outside of that, you don't. And Davideus is someone who feels like he's going to be joining hands with MOUZ in terms of the consistency conversation, because his impact yesterday was massive.
It's still MongolZ who hangs on to the top spot in terms of rating for paiN at Cluj-Napoca. It's been awesome to keep him so consistent, as you said, in a sea of players that unfortunately show us inconsistencies. He's been the shining piece of paiN's project, at least here in Romania. Two more days of group stage action before we get to the stage, to the playoffs, where some of these teams are going to have opportunities they otherwise don't.
Yeah, can you name any?
I would say paiN.
Yeah.
Yep, paiN is a big one. It's literally them.
I was just trying to allude to your point that BTarena has never played on a stage.
Yeah. I haven't made that point
in front of a crowd. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get you to do.
Yep, you're trying to get me to do it? I was going to save it for like the big hype moment when it happened, but yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay. I mean, you did bring it up, but sure.
6 years. This is the fact. 6 years of BTarena in a paiN jersey, and not once have we seen him in an arena on a big stage. His big events have come close. Dust mentioned those 2 really close calls. I'd say that was like Blast Lisbon, Cologne. Those were moments where they could have, but didn't. And so it's just bewildering that this is the best chance they've had. So it was. When the round comes down to it, it gets dicey. But those 2 pistols left over shouldn't be able to contend with the bomb plant, and so maybe paiN still convert this despite a few losses. Fire is gracious to Davideus. He's able to sit back and not burn out. Mac 10 over towards the pit. Icy, well, he's going to drop that smoke ahead of him to try to section off these duels. Hopeful that he could spam through it, but now on 5 health, he will depart. So of all the time that we have seen BTarena in the jersey trying to get this paiN project to the top of Brazil, this would be one of the biggest opportunities yet. And I think, Mo, to kind of throw this back at you, you brought it up earlier this week that we used to talk about paiN as kind of on par with MongolZ and Eternal Fire, and those other two took fourth. You know, they've had better results in the last 12 months than paiN.
Yeah, like we talked yesterday about paiN beating MongolZ at Cologne, and then looking at how much progress MongolZ have made specifically since then. It's not that paiN have gotten worse, and in fact, they picked up some pretty great best of 3 wins, at least along the way. But in terms of results that led them to the stages or the major, in terms of deep runs, they haven't matched up to teams like the MongolZ or Eternal Fire. So it feels like they'll be the next to do that. They should be. Another roster where it's like, who would you make a roster move for? I would say no one. I think there's still some work to be done in bringing out the best in each of the teammates on this roster, but we have seen them all play well on this team, just in different maps.
And the fun part about this event specifically is we have MongolZ and Eternal Fire in the playoffs, and we could have paiN kind of riding the coattails, you know, coming in behind them in the draft, remaining as the underdog, but trying to hang on to that group of teams that are looking to break through throughout 2025. Flick gets spotted, trying to get around the smoke grenade. BTarena perched up, ready to deal with that. The only B threat's down, so this round of pistols, as Virtus.pro wait to get the economy online, isn't going to net them much. 3-0 start for paiN, a testament to, again, the success they've been winning in pistol rounds, but also, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, converting it for 3-0 starts.
Yeah. It's a hot Inferno so far. Devadeus already on 5 kills from these past 2 rounds. And this one's a gift from Flit. I absolutely have loved Flamus on Virtus.pro and what he brings. It's sort of what Yakinder brought to the last iteration of Virtus.pro under Jame. It's a madly aggressive rifler, but Flamus has also evolved from the player that he was on Gamer Legion, where Ash was cited as saying that they had to make a move with the last iteration of Gamer Legion because too many players were too passive. And then when Flamus came on the team, it was too different in terms of styles. So as much as Flamus was actually performing on Gamer Legion, which he was, we saw that Shanghai, it wasn't cohesive enough to create a system around. So that was a move that maybe benefited both rosters. Gamer Legion are in a good place. Virtus.pro needed this aggressive rifler to join their team. And he's somebody he's got all the potential, sort of like ICY, and isn't a guy who's been through the ringer, doesn't have the majors under his belt. He's totally at the beginning of his career. It's kind of the exact kind of player that you want in terms of trajectory to join the roster. And I think he's even playing better than he did on Gamer Legion. You know, I think he's just getting better every single month. More responsible, but still just as confident.
Growing up in a competitive space. Using that Gamer Legion springboard in Shanghai. Lands himself in what was struggling Virtus.pro, and who have shown us signs of improvement in the last few weeks. Walking away from the arch setup was ICY, just kind of floating out in CT spawn for the time being. That's going to put Electronic under pressure for the utility usage. We get some moving parts here. Flamus and Electronic, your A defense for Virtus.pro.
It's incredibly passive for the moment for Virtus.pro as they wait. I think in anticipation that it'll be some kind of B play. Coffin's flash set up. Not yet here to retake. It looks like paiN are about to initiate a move.
Ooh, they don't pounce on him as they burn him out of position, so that could have been an opening kill.
Yeah, this might be a bit too slow from Virtus.pro, and you actually hear BTarena listening.
Scramble into the site. Electronic. Whoa, scary.
Oh,
as that MAC-10 gets at him, but now BTarena hears the movement's over. Smoke over to the library side. It feels like paiN have kind of stalled out for a second, but maybe it's still all worth it.
Ooh.
ICY's able to catch an angle thanks to his op. Electronic in the sight box turns around, and it's Flamus's cover that keeps this back in hand for the VP camp. No entry allowed as both original defenders get kerneled up in sight. It's the first for VP with 3 alive.
You got to appreciate that. I mean, it's basically the HE that makes all the difference here. The fact that ICY gets a kill and then slows down the rotation through the archway because the nade allows him to take an angle through lane, the players in this position can't actually trade him. As you can see, he has a perfectly safe position to fight. Very nicely done from Virtus.pro in this spot, and it is emergency because they didn't get the info early enough over on B.
Stellar double kill there for Flawless. You saw the pressure that his teammate was under, still gave it as he needed. Keep the structure of that site standing. Now Flit trying to size up Banana off the flash heel swing, but it's a quick tuck into the cubby here for Davideus. Ooh, that frag grenade nearly killing him. And Flit still just kind of jumping around looking for the information, but it's a small walk away with the smoke in front of him. Flit lingers. And Icy actually gets off of the angle right when players were about to come at him.
No, literally. They've come and cleared out the halls. Icy. Interesting. Worried about this mid-timing. Again, same setup to the round. And this is where, okay, the first 2/3 of the round last time was good for paiN. This time, they've got Virtus.pro just as blind in terms of map control. But they're really hoping that Virtus.pro will move. But they were willing to gamble last round, and it looks like they're about to do the same. And this time, it might pay off. Oh, rough to see this smoke, man, but better believe they're, gonna feel a need to commit.
Even rougher. Electronic blinded, has to turn around. Back sight held here from Fame. Electronic's going to be toppled, but Snow's taking damage and no trade to the player back on new box. 15 to the clock. You've got Flit coming over from Coffins just as low as Snow, who's looked the wrong direction. An emergence out from Smoke. Big Uzera thrust to the clutch, and the CT player not needed because Fame holds the line.
Once again, it's a read-based round from Virtus.pro. You can't give them credit for having all the info right there. In fact, it was paiN to even put some pressure back on A. But for whatever reason, the last 2 rounds, Virtus.pro said, hey, we'll lean B. Last round, it ends up being A play. They still win here. It comes up roses because they've got a full attack coming in with 3 players alive, time on their side, and that late utility from Flit.
Solid back-to-back rounds for VP. Letting paiN play as they please, but locking down bomb sites, clearly.
I don't even know if Flawless actually saw anything there.
Right?
They were like all perfectly blocked.
Ooh, it's a little bit of a spooky one, but I mean, it is just Glock, so you shouldn't be too scared. Icy should be fine. Leg shot on the first. Big Uzera gets a little bit more of a chance. 4 players wrapping around Arch. And into CT spawn. Where you going, paiN? Where's the party meant to be? Fame's got a smoke out. Maybe he could block him off, but then they all of a sudden pull the E-brake. Kawaz sitting in Boiler. Electronic misses timing. How many moments of timing are going to work out here for paiN? You know, if they had anything else to work with, maybe they get a kill from something, but Flit on the prowl. Knows there's a pack of weak tees around here somewhere.
They have to be here.
He finds them.
What are they
They'll
doing
actually
there?
catch Flit with the Glock corner, but so be it. VP gonna tie the game up early, 3 rounds each.
That must have been extremely confusing because they really did clear everything perfectly. Like, what are they doing? How are they going to get out of here at the end of the day is the question. paiN got into interesting territory, but ultimately we're in limbo. All right. 3 rounds won here for Virtus.pro, and I think they're introducing to paiN that they're not going to play like the other teams that they've gone up against.
Those other teams at this event specifically, a win over Astralis, a win over Falcons, and a very close loss to MongolZ. 3-map series every single time because paiN, well, they like to play with everybody's heartstrings. Never a stress-free day in the office. A setup only on Arch, completely vacant site here, Mohan.
Yeah, that can be okay as long as you don't think it's going to be a Halls pop. You can see their style is risky in that sense, and they also have bottom B control, which means the rotations will be in time.
It was just a little glimpse here from paiN, sniffing out brackets. They saw no immediate answer.
4 CTs over on the A site now.
Balcony smoke's about to fade. We've got Snow up in there.
It's crazy. They actually have no one watching at end of halls.
Electronic's gonna walk. Ooh, just caught Biguzera kind of two minds, looking left and right. And as we saw previously when this A commitment came out, Electronic's just gonna dive into the back of site and look to lock in.
They have no molly for pit.
Flamis over towards the Arch Smoke, soon to fade as well. 30 seconds to the clock, and Fame, like you mentioned, won't be disrupted from this position. So they're gonna have to take a step onto that bomb site. And as they do, it's back turned by Davideus. Total stoppage here from paiN. Virtus.pro just lean back into cemented positions, and NQZ comes in a little too late with his double kill. Otherwise, that would have been 5 standing as Virtus.pro find a lead. No bomb plant at all in these last 4 CT round wins.
Yeah, you got to give it credit to Virtus.pro. They're very comfortable with all the gaps that they leave, and paiN aren't actually exploiting them that well. There was one at the beginning of this 4-round streak, but even then the retakers did a great job of filling in those gaps. So Virtus.pro have caused some trouble here for paiN. I guess they must be a little bit curious about what to do next. Biguzera also gets caught off guard. He looks between Arch and Lane while he was holding it. That could have been a really important find for paiN. But sometimes when it rains, it pours.
Haven't seen anything too brazen from Icy on the mid peaks, and that was looking like maybe he'd throw one out, but nope, not this time either. Incendiary in the front of the pack. They'll pause for a second.
That's some info.
Somebody's close.
That 2 damage on Cowes.
But the question remains, who and how many?
Like this move from Virtus.pro. They knew it wasn't bottom B at the beginning of the round. Now they're just reconfirming it's still not top mid, even though that molly tagged somebody who was trying to sneak around. So the 3rd rotation goes back to B. They're following them.
Honestly, it's been good reads from Virtus.pro so far.
Yeah, but before it was like all off reads. At least this time they go for some more info for once.
Flip floating around in the open. Tech9s could pop through at a moment's notice, and there come the flashbangs. Incendiary down. He's going to challenge with a frag. Fame yet again, just rock solid in the back of this site. It's a clean Tech9 kill from Cowes, spamming through to try to find that bomb plant. Not going to deny it. Snow, do you charge through? Nope. He'll double back towards Banana. Cowes actually gets killed on the back church door. He goes peeking in, as opposed to trying to stay on site. Looks to take a little bit more space and actually offers over a comfortable looking 4 versus 2 retake for VP. It's a Tech9 on Banana to try to hold this back. NQZ gets
what a
flash. Icy's doing a great job with the support from Spawn, and now he's going to come moving up to find a kill to boot. VP 5 rounds straight.
Yeah, they actually did move their 3rd player over back towards A, so that got a little harder, but still the retakes have been excellent. They're looking pretty damn good, Connor. This is another team like Astralis. We casted 1 game, but we've only been watching the other ones. We haven't casted Virtus.pro in a bit either.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Nope.
This has definitely been some impressive improvements, I want to say. They're really tapping into their older, atypical style.
And I mean it with no disrespect, but I will say, about time.
Yeah, it took a while.
Biguzera. Ooh, that's a team kill out of Icy. A little twofer by.
Man, that was...
Flamis right into it. I was saying how we hadn't seen this kind of aggression. In last round, you kind of felt like Icy wanted to go for some sort of a peek down ramp, but this time it's all in. We got players barreling around team ramp. 6 shots coming out of Icy. The pressure is immense. Poor Snow gonna try his damnedest to stay alive here, and luckily for him, Smoke remains top bracket, so he walks away to the 2v3 go paiN.
Taking how ridiculous that shot is, and NQZ, oh, he'll miss an opportunity. But Icy wallbanks his teammate in the head, and the guy he wallbanks, he also hits in the head. If those weren't headshots, neither of those players die.
The old cranium skewer. He'll get one more shot off. Oh. Fire at his feet.
Oh, that was slick.
Lucky to walk away, sitting on 10 HP.
That was a must-hit double headshot collateral at Icy.
Icy off to a fantastic start, 7-1. Also some clean shots. The best Kazakh opper we have seen since Mo of Gambit.
Big Mo.
It's been quite some time.
"20 seconds. I mean,
it's not ideal, but
they're going to have to scrim this one.
Just enough to try their damnedest. Can they get a bomb down, at least, in this streak of 6? No. Flamis locked in on the orange. Snow's going to go for the bomb, but now no time to plant. He's missed his chance. Icy can just sit back on banana. Oh, poor Snow. He's going to die after time. That is money cleared out. $900 for the kid. And VP 6-3.
Should have just, essentially should have just gone for the plant. Not an easy decision to make, knowing that you're going to die, and you have to check the clock real quick too, but that was the only way that doesn't end badly, as badly as it did for Snow. That's very awkward for the money now. $900 for him.
And he'll save all 900 schmucks. Oh, big challenge this time from Flit. And even Flamis taking a chance with the T-ramp peak. Right now, Mohan, I feel like I'm watching a herd of animals that have been being attacked by a pack of lions.
They're in the dark a little bit.
You know, and now like what's left of the herd doesn't quite know what to do. They're just hoping the lions have fully feasted.
I think that's a great analogy. I definitely feel the fear.
It's like, all right, so can we get back to the watering hole?
Everything we've done, we've died doing.
And down goes another wildebeest. Ah. Frag grenade even, right? Just a little icing on that one. Dives back, flits in. Ooh, baby! Quad lineup, all headshots.
1 second for that 4K Flit.
That is dastardly.
Bring back Destan.
Just, Icy says, I need help. Flit says, I.
All right. That's the S tier Flit from James' tier list.
You know?
That's the S tier Flit.
And some people call him washed. Wrong.
The Flit won major. Okay.
Poor Snow, dude.
This guy opts for the head.
Icy able to clean up the apartments. It is a death on banana, but Flit still plays ahead of that frag. Ooh, he was waiting for BTarena to take up that corner. He's been spotted, and he's not able to lock down banana this time, but we get this fast flank from Electronic, and everything that's left of paiN goes sprinting into the B site.
He walks
perfect
moment.
And as he comes up, BTarena, he's wary of it, but not wary enough. Not worried.
Hello?
Electronic? What?
Okay, man.
What?
I don't know how he doesn't see that.
Bro, that's...
He's playing on 3-4 or something.
Playing on 1-1.
1-1.
Dude, how do you not see that?
I don't know, actually.
What? Well, hey, man, he walked at the perfect moment.
Maybe he's got Subway Surfers in the corner of his monitors.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's these kids these days.
Little,
Electronic.
little Family Guy on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a fourth for paiN. On the road to get 5 terrorist round wins.
Yeah, quite surprising round 2 win.
Looked like Electronic was about to just mow down 2 players and then put himself and his teammate in a 2v1, but, well.
Yeah, he went 16x optical zoom onto the corner of Hobbit. Couldn't find him.
A plethora of flashbangs left for the rotators. Virtus.pro bottoming out bank accounts. And gonna leave an op here as well. That's fun. Playing musical guns. As Icy, gets hit by Snow. Love that little electric slide. Flum is down beneath balcony. Has to be worried because it's him and Electronic. Now, we've seen this bomb site hold when they're both kerneled up with a support. And we see that support arrive. A quick sprint from Flit puts him in position on library side.
Oh, there have been so many mid re-aggros, but this time paiN miss it. I mean, they've got to be going back to B, right? Now the bomb's coming back up to mid, and now Virtus.pro have doubled down on the mid setup. They seem like they don't want to commit either. Both teams leaving gaps all over the place. Electronic says, "Get out of here. I got this." But it's the wrong read. And this time, there will be a volley for Pit.
Not even needed.
Yeah, that should be round done.
Yep.
3 players on the retake. There are no smokes, though.
BTarena to the corner. Really? Gonna try to make a little more from that, huh? 5 versus 3 already. And he looks to get his kills collected. They will still eventually get the chance to exit library. Smoke fading, but the fire replaces it at the same second. Now down to just flashes to try to interrupt this, what is demanded retake of Fame and Flit. It's numbers advantage, it's health advantage. And it's a 5-round T-side queued up as a little Brazilian renaissance comes in at the end of the half, but Fame gonna try his damnedest with Flit. 2 kills in. Eesh, they've got to get him off the bomb.
He's got to stick this now, and they're going to push through.
Shoot him in the back.
Okay.
All too easy. 2 more rounds added to the end, and when we take into consideration the 3-0 start for paiN, those last 2 rounds are the only other rounds they win.
Yeah, lucky to have got them. I mean, I'll say Flit he played a couple of rounds on Banana as the only player there and played by the half wall, which means if he dies, that's over. There's no one in the site, and they commit through that. So definitely VP could have had an even more domineering half. Instead, they leave with a good one. 7-5, they'll take that after losing the pistol. It's not too shabby. Definitely feels like a scary game here for paiN.
It's the unexpected downfall of NQZ so far in this one, right? Icy gave us multiple highlight moments in that game, or the first half of the game.
Yeah.
We didn't quite get it from NQZ, and he has been the X factor that paiN have brought to the table every match so far.
You don't get big moments T-side unless you get the bomb down with an op, but CT side will be his opportunity. If there's one half of a map you can give him a break on, it's T-side Inferno. The only reason he had those highlights was because of the rifles, where he got clutches on the T side of Inferno yesterday.
Snow and BTarena, your usual suspects here in the B bomb site, ready for the commitment. Snow with a smoke in hand, utility spotted. And the dual Berettas tries to take up position. He's kind of changing back and forth because the molly comes in on him. Snow off the flash. Oh, he doesn't go for it right away. Then suddenly there's a bit of a rebound. And
oh, there he is.
Good timing out from the CT smoke. And Icy sitting pretty on 11-2.
Oh, he's going for the round win, not the bomb plant. David's backing up just to make sure, just to play it cool.
It's the right push.
Yeah, he's going to think someone went con, surely.
It's the right push for ICY.
Oh, wait a
But
second.
it's so far back for Davideus.
Is there a world where he's actually figured this out somehow? Whoa.
That helps.
Oh, he saw that. Hello?
He saw it, and now that he knows two players' positions, he's going to clean up the one he gushed.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got a chase here for NQZ, who tucks back around half wall. And that, of course, draws Davideus back to the angle, but he's got to be ready for the hold. And he's cautious about it, now spots it.
Wow.
But knowing that the CT went so far back on Banana, he can go ahead and plant. And now the ball is in paiN's court. And he peels back over to the coffin side.
This is already wildly impressive from ICY. If he gets these kills, I don't even know what to say. Okay, NQZ will take him out. Clean shot over top of coffin. Scary moment. I can't believe that ICY figured out that Davideus had fallen back to CT. That is such a rare position to do that in.
Telling you, man, he's tapped into the main frame at the moment.
Is getting pissed again.
We saw that yesterday.
It helped last time.
That's true. Brought the game back on Dust 2 for a little bit. Put him into the Mirage decider. Where they had a lead and then lost.
We won't talk about the second half of Mirage.
You know, it was 5 competitive halves of Counter-Strike in that best of 3 last night. We are talking about a paiN Gaming that goes 2-0 to start PGL Cluj-Napoca. 3 chances to make it forward into playoffs, and tough opponents from there on out, right? That's the reality of it. This technically should be the easiest. This is a paiN that just a week ago defeated Virtus.pro in a super lopsided series, especially so in the second map, something like a 13-4, 13-2, 13-2 on Dust 2.
It's a real message to the teams that didn't think that this would be quality practice coming to an event like this. The improvement that you see over the course of a few... What the heck?
It's a double Glock dink down mid from Flit.
We see so many teams improving over the course of 3 games, just their group. The only problem I have with Virtus.pro lately is their T-sides have remnants of their old style, but sometimes they try to put in the fast rounds just for the sake of it. It almost feels like just to be a little different than they used to be, and sometimes that feels forced.
Snow just takes a step back. That dangerous solo AK floating out there. And all of a sudden making a bunch of sound. So Snow's back. Flashes from the bomb site. They're going to push on short side while the arch falls.
Yeah.
But they could always just try to evacuate into the CT spawn.
Ugh.
That is gross. Very gross indeed. Big Uzera. Okay, deals with the AK-47. Should slow things down. No way this Glock wins. Flit does a bunch of damage to begin the round.
All right.
And Kawez will go sprinting into a B bomb site, so they have been able to finagle a bomb plant out of this. Fame is the only other player who entered with Kevlar, and this is why. The 2-step approach, a dropped AK into Fame's hands, evens us out in what could be the critical force buy back for Fame and Co, but the gun blocks it. The view model on the right side doesn't see NQZ walk up.
I mean, it's silly to be up there watching into CT spawn.
And Flawless, poor Flawless, 25 health to try to pull this one off. But there is no kit at the moment here for the CT side, and they've got very minimal cover. Davideus sticking this defuse, and NQZ offers up that coverage. So costly, yes, but tied game nonetheless.
Yeah, that's a moment where, you know, they're not symbiotic in their relationship in that post plant. Like, if you have Fame going up to second oranges, that's a great spot to catch a banana player off guard, because going up there is its own risk. But once you're up there, your teammate's not holding the cross in con to make sure that you don't have to watch two things, and what's the point of being up there? So moment where paiN are, I think, get a little lucky. It's a scary point where BTarena pushes out into CT behind Snow, and they're even staggered. So lots of weird plays coming out. Doesn't work out in favor of Virtus.pro in the end. But getting a bomb plant is a small win.
Not one piece of utility burned back from paiN until this point. 50 seconds, all that rumbling on brackets, and they just let VP inch their way closer. And does holding on to that utility pay off? We've got 2 more Incendiary in hand. Snow and NQZ, pins pulled and ready. But there is no presence on their side of this A bomb site. It is very much pressure on Cowez. Smoke grenade to land just next to him. Cowez peeked off the flashbang. They try to interrupt that arch wrap. It's a ton of damage from the first one.
Oh!
But NQZ looks to the corner. Nice! Davideus flicks into 3. That little adjustment that almost gives him a solo hold himself. But it is a primed retake because of the damage he does on his own. Snow's gonna wrap around bracket. BTarena walks forth to join them. There is a kit here for Snow and an Incendiary that could just force Flit. He's on 7 health. He has no choice. He can't take a tick of damage. And as he stands out here in the open, still that truck player's yet to find him. Icy now fully blinded, dealt with, but it's a back turn to Flit, who just steps back into where those flames once were.
Grenade.
Frag's gonna find him. Kit for BTarena. God damn, the time's close.
Oh, he's got it.
paiN
got it.
to 8.
All because of Davideus. All because of Davideus, man. That 3K was special. That was a lost position. When they got this kill on NQZ, it looked like it was just cooked. And then he even got this final damage on Flit, which made him jump out of the pit, which gives BTarena this last millisecond defuse.
That is 4 players staring at Davideus when he pops up from Little Pit. And with 2 engagements, the first spray, the first kill, the crouch pop-up, all that damage to queue up the clutch. And that is his changeup on this CT side. He is their new pit player. And
Yeah,
Davideus goes big.
That's right. Good position for him, it looks like. Started 5-0 in this game after the first 2 rounds. And then it was just all a series of deaths. But look at that. Back to it.
Damn.
Anyone can pop off on paiN.
There was also such a leaned back passive presence from paiN last round. Never interrupting Virtus.pro, never prodding at them, no spams, no nades, no nothing. Gave over brackets entirely. No surprise that that A site almost fell.
Yeah.
But Davideus alone puts up a ton of damage. And BTarena sprinkles in the clutch. Speaking of BTarena, back over to the B site, solo for the time being. And he's got an entire pack of Virtus.pro players ready to get this hit underway.
Yeah.
Smoke in front.
They don't have a nade for the smoke.
Causes a pause.
Sometimes people aren't even nading the smoke. They're just running through. But with how early that came out and how far away they were from it, not surprised to see them wait. It's actually still not a great position for Virtus.pro with all of these, or for paiN, excuse me, with all of these nades coming through. So they'll call for extra help.
Cowboys has a flash. Primed and ready at the 35-second mark. Nowhere else for VP to really go.
I mean, yeah, no nades here on B right now. Just Cowboys' flash.
It's going to have to be a brave push through. Snow falls off Orange. 20 seconds, flash comes out, finds them, and BTarena collects the first head. Second his as well. Challenge out from the cross goes down. 3 Ts ready to get into this site. Oh, Snow gets cleared out, and Electronic is able to burst their way through. It comes at a cost of HP. It could put paiN still in a place to retake. Davideus comes back around from Banana, and Electronic is yet to turn around to check this. Davideus, on a slow approach, is going to wait for that teammate to get out, and ever closer towards Coffins. He takes his step, and Icy's position's been found. It's a quarter health with a Galil. Close position from the A4. Oh, it's a little too dangerous, but it is still an NQZ clutch and a back-to-back 1v1, 4 defuses consecutive to give paiN the 9-7 lead.
Yeah. Of course, it's exciting with paiN, man. All these close calls. Davideus' fast step almost got him killed when he was in prime position to get 2, but now it's the hold from BTarena. Pure class here from the emo pillar. Delayed for so much time. 3 kills, nearly made it 4 right there. And Davideus just does just enough.
Flip to the charge. Good amount of damage here, but
that's a full 1G. Okay.
Oh, Molly.
You were 100% going to die doing that. I don't know how you would have even got a kill. That's a soldier I want on my team, though.
That's true, right? Yeah. No commitment issues if you're Flit.
I say jump, he says how high. That's what Flit just did.
That's what years of working under Jame will do for you.
Yeah.
Follow the leader, no questions asked. Awkward position here for Virtus.pro. What's this all about? Inside of the smoke as it fades, BTarena, they're already on top of him. Flash around, that's both positions now known. Snow stuck in behind Orange, tries to swing, goes down with nothing. Both players end up dying to Electronic, who is blown apart by Fame. The 2 players who have died on Virtus.pro have died to suicide or to team kills. If you lose this round to a retake offered up by paiN, and retakes are what they have done all 4 rounds so far of this CT side, this one would have a bit of extra sting. Flamas to play for the banana contact. Bomb's already past that halfway point.
Yeah,
though.
why are they just not going for this, actually? Well, I guess, I mean, it's unlikely that they could have won, but they got so close. And exiting CT without anybody watching this means the CTs will not have a chance to get any kills. All right.
Shout out
Virtus.pro get every kill this round.
Yeah, true. That they do. For better or for worse. Double kill Electronic.
This is wild. Or had his magma boots on. That is... I knew that's what he was doing with that too, but...
Electronics surrounded by idiots.
Least happy round win so far this game.
You know, but it's on the board. No one can take that from you. It is on the board. Still a 1-round difference as paiN lead. Oh, man, this B defense is getting bullied, and it doesn't have much to work with. Double MP9, it's the rifles up in the apartments. Fame, he's got to be careful. There's a second one here, but he disengages for a second. Davideus has been found out to have also been committed. And look at the rush up through short side. Electronic already threw that util, but it costs him. Davideus tries to change targets, didn't finish Icy. And so A-Site falters, it crumbles beneath the feet of VP, and that is a tied game, folks, 9-all.
Yeah, another round where it doesn't seem like paiN are in a position to go for any kind of retake. They have an off the save, all their utility, and it's all thanks to Fame's kill. He stays alive after getting his first kill on the double hull setup, and that's all you need to do, really. Once they saw that, they knew there was nobody else there. So very strong read on the rest of the setup here out of Virtus.pro, and they win with the least friction possible.
Still hanging on, though. Economically, paiN, I've seen much worse buys in the past. Oof. Nothing for Cowes this round, and he's already having a tough go of it. 5 and 16 on the map. Has to play with a USP. How do you contribute in this one? Ooh, NQZ, good chance. Yes. Oh, what? Icy takes it to the hip. Survives an op shot that looked like it was to the gut.
It might have been a slight wall bang.
Must have been right on the corner. NQZ still sticking around a little bit. We've got multiple bodies trying to come at this B site. He's going to peek in, and he's going to finish what he started. Quick recall, but he's not done yet. He wants a little more, and good thing he goes back. Oh, good thing indeed.
He is going fishing.
NQZ with the triple already. Shoot.
Oh, he's going to go for the boost. This is the kind of round he's going to flick up and get the kill. Be careful. Oh.
They almost catch him, sticking around a little longer. And he was doing that completely alone at the moment inside this B site. So he drops his smoke grenade. It gets Snow back in with that MP9 to try to challenge NQZ. 4 frags into it.
Wow.
They put that up on the B site, and it makes a difference. The most convincing round win yet for paiN.
It's another map where NQZ is the best player again for paiN. It wasn't clear who that would be halfway through this game, but now that we swap over to CT side, you're going to have way more op moments. And he makes VP look silly here. Great shots all around. And look at his sunburn. It's completely gone. This guy's at full strength.
Good to know he enjoyed that week back home.
Yeah.
You may have lost to Imperial, but a little time in the sun before returning to the snow-covered Romanian streets of Cluj-Napoca. Fiery 4K. Tough to get into that first half, right? I tried to bring it up. You mentioned CT side, though, Connor. And what do we know? Already topping the charts. And honestly, a convincing, clean round where they can build up some money exactly when they need it. Virtus.pro nipping at their heels with 2 round wins in a row. And then that bomb gets dropped.
This is
one of the
paiN,
most
man.
promising operas we've seen from Brazil in some time.
paiN just get better by the round no matter who they're playing against. This is just what they do. They never have that sick game plan that dominates an entire half. They just figure out what you want and create adaptations on the fly.
A lot of bodies here for the brackets control. And I think that's in stark contrast to what we've seen before. We'll see if it catches VP off. Cowes turns. He's got to deliver.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a cleanup. Big Uzera. It's only one because Snow from the other side makes the most of all that damage offered. The original Crossfire does tons of damage despite 0 kills.
That's actually incredible.
And luckily for them, it's a quick tether. Now, is 8 HP enough for Flit to pull this off? He has foregone control of the bomb.
They didn't hear him.
Look at your radar, folks. Look at all the deaths stacked up inside of mid.
Oh.
They walk away, and he has found timing. If he can get into the library.
They're coming back, but only slowly.
He's gotten around. Mohan, he has gotten around.
Oh, BTarena thinks he may have already gotten back here, so...
It's all about the timing. Flit could have this in the palm of his hand.
What's
they
happening?
start to press out. They have stopped watching. And so Flit shoots him in the back, but he doesn't have time to waste. Big moment for BTarena. And there's even more damage done. Close one from Flit, but denied.
How much time was left on the clock?
About 10.
Man, BTarena could have just run from that situation and guaranteed the round.
Look at all this damage.
This is amazing. I mean, first of all, the attack is absolutely perfect here out of Virtus.pro, but the fact that there is another shift of players, 2 from both sides, there is no way for Virtus.pro to account for that. They were so close by, ready to swing.
7 seconds. BTarena sticks around and gets tagged for 40. 2 rounds with no bomb plant, but the money's flowing for Virtus.pro. Full loss bonus now. Kawez takes the peek to ult and instantly peels back. paiN could start to see that finish line. Oh, the lineup's good here for Snow.
No damage back either.
Unfortunately for Flit, that is back-to-back rounds now where he will start with the lowest amount of health. And no longer are Virtus.pro finding portions of this map for free.
As big as do they have any more nades at B at all? Or they just... BTarena will go and grab them, yeah, okay. Looks like the B split's gonna come in. No one's here watching Arch. NQZ depends how deep he goes, but he actually might see them with their backs turned.
Yeah, no one's watching. And perfect timing.
That's gonna be a huge clue.
But
this is the moment where you actually retake mid through lane if you're on the CT side. If they really think it's gonna be a B split. But they come to check on it, they pay the price.
Huge shot.
Now it's just Snow.
No nades. M4 in top position, doesn't want to have to hold CT, but can still. Falls back and Flits low. That would be the easy cleanup. Send Icy in next. A bit more tidbit of damage done to Icy. We're going to go 2 players retaking from Banana and Kawez in CT spawn. There are kits on the play. There's a frag in hand for NQZ. But the positioning here for Virtus.pro is entirely in the back of the site. Bad nade, didn't bounce, wouldn't have made much of a difference. Flashbang comes out, that's gonna indicate that Dark is occupied. Davideus on the front, cleans up the first one. They found that grenade as they came over. It's a big pickup to force the first kill out. Icy now low, but where's the last? Fame, oh, he's got a first back turn, but not nearly enough. It's paiN to take 12.
Another retake, another close situation, but every single time, it's paiN.
Muito óbvio, velho. Bora, guys. Na caralho.
Close games from the 2-0 pool. Hadn't heard Snow chirp until now. 4 retakes in a row to start the CT side. And an immaculate multi-frag from NQZ is what suddenly burst them into this newer form where rounds come through convincingly.
Thought this game was gonna be a photo finish, but they have just been cleaning up in every single close situation so far. Virtus.pro had an immense comeback into the first half, but it's been a long time since they've been in control of this map. paiN really are just sheer X factor. You never know when they're gonna win.
Yeah, you never know when. They'll have 3 attempts to do it here on Inferno. Looking to steal away the map pick of Virtus.pro. And a 13-8 win over VP on Mirage a week ago as well. That's where this series heads next. Snow's gonna take damage out of the gate. Looks to just escape at this point. Too little HP to stick around on Banana. No way.
Surprised he didn't die last round spamming from that corner. It's the easiest spot to spam, even with the smokes coming down, but this time it'll at least cost him something.
It's a huge changeup, actually. Snow just goes running over to add to the A site. They want another full HP over towards B, and that's going to be the NQZ call over. Bringing utility with him to chuck it into the hands of BTarena. Now you've got NQZ on the line. It was him on this side of the map.
This is an upgrade. They've got the op.
Biggest individual moment of this map.
Oh, man.
Belongs to NQZ, and he is going to go looking to pry a player off Banana. This time, a miss. And a smoke comes down from backside. That is going to be VP on high alert if they decide to charge through it. They do not have a frag to pop that smoke.
And they have 2 players over on A. They weren't ready to go.
Kawes has also come to join. This B defense has slowly been chipped away at. It's a boiler exit, and it's going to be a test. But it's not Davideus over towards Pit, where he has also offered holds. Instead, he is going to sit in sight. Not that Snow can offer much with that low health. Great flash. No way! Snow and Davideus with doubles each. And as Flick comes around to try to thrust them to the clutch. No chance. 6 HP. paiN will take map 1. And when this back and forth affair looks so close, it's a sudden burst of potential. That's what paiN brings tonight.
It's true. paiN do bring the ruckus, and they bring it right.
Launders. We've got them here in map 2, a map that they beat this very same opponent on just a week ago in a very convincing fashion. This could be the day, for the first time ever, that we see BTarena step forward into an arena and play in front of a crowd.
Yeah, I think for many of us who have been watching his career for the past couple of years, it's about damn time. And it's surprising it hasn't already happened. But paiN may have done it with the addition of Davideus. A very pragmatic map pick to go up against Virtus.pro on. The fact they survived Inferno is already special. Yesterday, they could not buy a T round versus the Mongols, and that's why they ended up losing. But you could argue that's a much more difficult opponent to have even brought to map 3. Let's see if it's a new day for paiN.
It's also a solid first half for them on this map as well. So while the T side remains a question mark, improvements. Oh, it's a new lineup. Haven't seen that one. Flawless backs turn to him. He's going to tap one player down. Davideus takes over arch side. Electronics been able to create this pocket of control. You got players over towards Van. Nice tap from Icy. That's the bomb dropped. Oh, it's going to get a little awkward now, won't it? Electronics still looking for his. Fame has been given time to wrap around. Davideus is in the market suddenly, but he's also the last player alive. Felt like for a second there, paiN had a chance to peel the defense off the site, but then everything goes wrong for them. Virtus.pro win all of the duels, and some of them just backs turned to them.
I mean, they didn't scale correctly at all. A Van Pillar smoke is real standard from Virtus.pro, especially after that molly got missed. They needed to jump out of the window, and Davideus will make his presence known.
Nice tap. 3 players
they need
ready
to get out
to
of the window and scale across the site so that they could fight towards the window, get to E-box, and then they would have control. But, like, what's the point of fake planning when your team hasn't scaled properly? The whole reason you get to E-box in the first place, like, this is what Snow's trying to do, but then they don't replace him in this spot, and then they just end up floundering.
There's a few nasty one-taps in there. No bomb plant, no buy up. A deagle here for Davy God.
As Adam Sandler would call him, Big Davy.
Big Davy. Davy Deuces. Looking to hunt down the 2 players on this A site. And Fame's just back there frolicking around behind Ticket.
He's not really seeing anything, though.
He's found good timing. He's crouched down underneath it. Thing is, you heard the deagle, and then you saw a Glock. So, yeah, Flit's not going to let his guard down. And a little smoke here to really take the wind out of the sails of paiN. They are now up shit creek without a paddle.
Great show.
A little climb up to the window, you think? Chance Icy dies here.
0.
There's a chance. Small one. Snow wants it. Flit's gonna come save the day. So 5 standing tall for VP, converting pistol.
Again.
Yes, sir.
3-0 start on Inferno for Virtus.pro. They know this game would be harder than that.
Oh, I'm sorry to correct you, Launders. It was both pistols for paiN and 3 zeros on Inferno.
Oh, right. It was Virtus.pro made a comeback.
Yeah.
True, true.
So their first pistol of the series. This is an improvement. Huzzah.
Wait a second.
Davideus. Quick to it, huh? A little mid-pressure while the connector smoke is up. And now a little uncertainty. Flit peeks into
And
NQZ.
they had no idea what was going on here. They got the boost up into ladder room, but really didn't have a lot of vision to give them information. IC ran out of the window, and now they lose connector and cat.
I see feeling like he's probably exposed.
Yeah, well,
looking for some kind of way out of this, some sort of impact to be had. He smokes beyond the 2 players.
This is a little bit weird from him.
Right? They lost track of the cat play, and now they've kind of lost track of Con.
IC would not have thrown that if he knew someone was that close. But they're also confused. The thing is, they're just readying for this attack. I mean, look at Virtus.pro. They have no idea what's going on. They're just playing B.
Ooh, now IC's done for. Davideus finishes off what NQZ started, and this round about as perfect as you could have asked for if you're paiN. Nice mid approach, catches the early ladder kill. Both Flit and IC kind of looking a bit unaware of how close those threats were. And so paiN sink their teeth into the VP CT side early. For a T side that didn't win a single round against the Mongols, I think it's a small sigh of relief to find one in the 3rd of this T half.
Yeah, well, the Mongols were much better about their approach to mid-control and wouldn't leave that many gaps. That's definitely a worrying sign for Virtus.pro because that was a very standard start to the round and very standard mid-control out of paiN. And, yeah, the B stack indicated they really had no information that round.
Terrorists win.
No info, and they didn't go fishing either, did they?
No. And they had time, actually. paiN took a long time to go A because they were wondering, well, why is it that we have all this map control? We're doubled up in connector. No one's coming to search for us at all. And someone's throwing a smoke at the bottom of connector. It all looked very weird. So kind of makes sense that they wait. Now they'll try to end the problem early.
Yeah, but you eat a bunch of flashbangs offered up by BigUzera, and you lost your 2 front runners. Electronic, Flit, both dead. 5v3 comfortably here for paiN. Now they've left their bomb back in spawn.
No.
But again, IC kind of getting caught out by some of these earlier timings. They would have exchanged glances, so he's cautious about it, and he's got Fame to try to help him. Davideus peels back. All of paiN do, in fact. Even those players that were looking over at ramp scoop that bomb up, and Mo, it looks like they're about to just walk into another empty site.
Yeah. Hey, playing against the Mongols, man, that's good practice. Virtus.pro looked totally lost this game. There was no one supporting that push up through middle, and that was just really, really easy. Swing off the boxes the way they did. Wanting to win mid made sense, but yeah, the way they approached it, definitely pretty half-assed, so okay. paiN, free open sight. Really clean stuff out of them.
NQZ could clean up as well, but this scattered and spread out pack of VP players will nab the free AK. Clean upgrade. Famas guy is gonna, I was gonna say get caught out mid.
They got buffed. They got buffed.
Right, of course. Yeah. That's what that is, huh? But BigUzera doesn't give a damn. Thank you. Give me that back. Drop it. You can go ahead and save inside your little golden palace. Hold on to your grenades if you please. It's a 2-2 game early thanks to a paiN mid success in back-to-back rounds.
They're going to have to do more with less here. Virtus.pro come in and with their investments have, I mean, secured themselves 4 rifles. Is there one on the ground for electronic? Just the MP9. Okay. That's still not a bad buy. A little bit left over as well with the saves. I mean, I like the philosophy last round in terms of trying to get the kills before the mid-control begins. I think they want to try something similar, just in a different place, maybe. Or come in for late mid recontrol.
Flom is peeling away. He'll survive that clash early. BTarena jumps down bottom mid. Electronics peeling away. Perfect grenade from Electronic. Dunked on these 2 players trying to sprint in. And you got the defense just putting down protocols, but Electronic, damn, he's gonna draw him forward. Flawless gets traded. It's a nice headshot from Cowez. It opens a door for Flit to just creep out, creep through smoke, and maybe press in between.
They're both sitting on it.
Ah, this is awkward.
The safe plant inside the site. Cowez doesn't realize he can't back up, and eventually he'll get traded.
Davideus looking for a little more. Second headshot as he comes through, but look at the health here for BTarena and Davideus. 5 points each.
They have a cat plant secured if they want to walk to it. They've got BTarena coming in. Nate goes too far.
That it does. And Icy starts to size up other parts of the map.
Wait a second. The bomb is leaving. Okay.
BTarena's going to die on the catwalk. That's going to allow for Davideus to maybe take an angle through market, but he instead just wants to lock in bench in anticipation of the cat retake, which is indeed inbound. It should boil down to NQZ getting a trade frag.
This is possible because Davideus is this low. Just comes down to Icy finds him first. Guy on default. That's a 50-50 duel here. Icy, let's see if he can figure this out.
Davideus looking for the spot. Frag grenade's gonna find nothing. It elicits the peek out from Davideus. Single bullet will drop him. Icy wants out suddenly.
Yeah.
Time has gone too far. paiN get through. What previously held them back inside that site this time allows for paiN to come forth. It is another moment where Davideus puts that rifle into the kill feed. A double kill critically, trading out players that look like they could have locked things in. When Flit finds a back turn to him, that free kill on Cowez looked like the bomb plant could have been denied, but not this time. paiN take a third.
Yeah, I mean, those micro situations were incredibly close. Virtus.pro could have won that round with just 1 or 2 more headshots and lucky millisecond timings. But ultimately, every time they took a duel, they didn't get the kill and they had to fall back a little bit. And you can't defend a full B split from within the site. You have to get a kill early, have someone playing get right versus halls, have ladder control and vision on mid, something like that. The site just does not have enough good places to stand in to consistently win fights. When players are standing in the window on van and waiting for you, you will eventually lose most of the time.
Pistols for 1. Okay. Don't worry about what you just saw. Don't ask questions that you don't want answered.
I see ya.
Just slips down the hole like a fireman on a pole.
Nope.
Man, what
is going on?
We need an optometrist on site.
What's everyone looking for?
Everybody's got to get their glasses tested. There's been some weird ones in this series. They're going to run away trying to save the rifles. Looks like theirs for the taking. Go ahead. Honestly, 2 kills, 2 guns. You take it. Take it or leave it. Cowez, he could stop this. Oh, just the one for a second. Looked like both could get swept up, but all right. VP concede to a 4-2 paiN lead.
I mean, VP are doing good with the money and in terms of saving, always having a buy available. It just feels like they're kind of getting outclassed here by paiN on this map in terms of their comfort. All right, looks like it's going to be back to mid control. The CT's okay. Flit playing an underpass. That's interesting, but actually the B default means that paiN are not coming out top mid.
Fast one into the B side instead. Electronic and Flawless to be tested once more. It's multi-kill potential, but with Flawless already dead, we don't get to see how Davideus tracked him, but...
It's just a perfect set play, isn't it? They right when they go for mid-control, anticipating that paiN are going to go and fight them there, they said, hell, let's just go for another set move. Electronic got that info so late, and that's because they didn't start Cat. If you start Cat, you can hear them running in through B halls a little bit sooner. And he tries to do his best, but that's just too good of an exec at the right time here for BTarena.
paiN starting to play with some electricity here on this T side, making up for lost time with that flat half they offered us versus the Mongols. Unfortunately now Virtus.pro on the other end of the bully stick, taking out some pent-up frustration on their opponents today. 5-2 on this T side. Looks like VP will be playing catch-up.
Oh,
damn.
the op.
Anybody else? Huh? Flit, you want some? You want some? Ooh. You better run.
He said, no, I don't want some, sir.
You better hide. 2 rifles saved, but the ops stopped. Davideus gets that cat kill. Good trade here as well out of Cowes. And
great trading.
It's a marked improvement from Cowes. He's only got 4 kills in the half so far, but with how much he struggled on Inferno, you'll take this 4-4 start. We'll call that good.
Yeah, he also wasn't great yesterday. We know how good Cowes can be.
Yeah. For the record, finished 6-17 map 1. Flit, nice. Good challenge off of the Fame flash. Another cat flash, and that one finds its target. First it's Fame, then it's Flawless, and both times it's Flit. Easy stoppage on the Palace walkout, so a chance here for Snow to try to get something done, but it's hard held. And
wait a second.
This is awkward, huh?
Wait, Flit is finally going to check this. All right.
Triple kill for Flit this round. BTarena 1v5.
No one even shot back this round.
And that is one of those moments where you got to remember that VP will crank it up. Surely this map gets closer. Nobody shoots back. Not one person from paiN got a chance to shoot back. Nobody shot back.
It's great utility. Just a couple of bomb flashes, the re-peaks on time here, and they catch the tactic this time. It's to go for the fast con split through A, and yeah. Nobody plays anti when you're doing that.
Look at that.
Yeah, I do think that as much as mid has been awkward for Virtus.pro, that they can't just concede it entirely. So finding new ways to fight like the one we just saw will be the solution. That brings them the most CT rounds. But I think paiN were in a position where they didn't spend the last couple of rounds collecting info. They just went for set plays, 2 sites, and they had right reads. And so I think they were kind of like, okay, what else can we get away with? We'll see if they slow down again.
ICY to climb up into the ladder room. Op waiting for the con peek. Quick adaptation to try to deal with some Flit aggression. But Virtus.pro, they know better than to get repetitive.
Because they're holding this, they're not expecting this underpass walkout. Cat player has to be very careful. ICY, he was sort of asleep at the wheel at the bottom of connector. If they...
Whoa.
Goodness.
He's got support. Not to mention Flit still up in con. ICY gonna stick around a little bit. Negligible grenade damage.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make the most of this. BTarena's climbed up.
Yeah, they win the window control. That's what they love to get.
Davideus offers a Molotov over into the depths of it. BTarena will be concerned about window. But ICY's not there at the top of ladder, so it's more passive from the defense. Little crossfire within connector. 45 seconds. And obviously we go 3 players and bomb over towards ramp. Flawless tries to be careful on the approach, but BTarena so ready for this.
Now they're thinking about B, right? They just killed one of the rotators. Let's see. ICY's on the op. Oh, no.
Electronic catches that bottom mid kill. Opper inside of the marketplace. Electronic had pushed through apartments, but look at that wrap back from paiN. They're going to have to go sprinting. And BTarena takes his sweet time here, hearing them think that this A commitment's coming through. Rotated by paiN to perfection.
Now they still could lose. BTarena, he's at risk of dying right here. He'll take this fight. Oh, great spray. Gets him one. And the bomb planted. This will be a very tough round to get back into for Virtus.pro.
Gonna try to get it going catwalk first. Flit ahead of the pack. 2 more members right behind him, but he's established this first angle. That's what lets them get up and start this push forward as a 3-player unit. KaWeZ now knowing that they're up on Arch. NQZ is looking to get in with some kind of an off-hold. Snow from the corner gets both. And that means that he never has to peek, which means ICY won't find a way to pull on a thread. This one doesn't come unraveled. paiN with the utmost perfect of rotation.
Yeah, as soon as they kill Flamus and they see that there's an over-rotation towards A, they are totally right about the map. Virtus.pro were leaning heavily, and even though they still made it seem like it was going to be an A split, they threw a couple of grenades. All that did was even show you how in the dark Virtus.pro were again. ICY's, even at that point, rotating through CT to A, while all of BTarena's teammates are going the long way through spawn into an open B site.
What he said.
Exactly.
It's one of those rounds where we see all like the posturing and positioning come together so smooth and clean, and everything's looking nice from paiN, and BTarena's getting what he wants, and then everybody who gets a chance to shoot hits it. BTarena catching Flamus in jungle, you know, just created that next layer of uncertainty, kept them in the dark. Flit's gonna try to charge down Con, gets caught by Davideus.
Unfortunately, that's the extent of their answers right now.
That it is. You know, the one gun round that we actually see picked up by this defensive half of Virtus.pro is Flit getting a triple supported by just well-timed flashbangs over mid. An immediate tactical pause, an immediate change in pace from paiN as they position for window control instead. And what do you know? paiN right back to winning ways. So VP evacuating that B bomb site. Mid information will be denied, but we do have paiN with a couple players outside A.
Yeah.
Stack is affording Fame some forward position. He's going to go outwards and lock in a spot.
They're gambling for it. And who is this? Electronic in the window, waiting for a boost.
Bomb still waiting ramp. We've got Fame pressed up against it. That's a Molotov on Electronic's feet. Fame's pushed out. Oh, KaWeZ just snaps over. Figures out he's there. Takes him down. We've got ICY's off back on ticket with Flamus right with him.
Oh, that molly.
15 seconds. What? NQZ even snaps down after the fact.
Those mollies.
And the utility burns them off of it. You can see the frustration from ICY. All he wants is a target to shoot at,
it just
but
mollied
he's
missiles.
forced away.
They mollied missiles. They mollied CT.
Dude.
Oh, they somehow made this look like...
Dude.
You can stack aside all you want. But between the aim and utility this round, there was no chance you could win. Unreal.
That,
they mollied the back a triple.
It was so perfectly unraveled.
That was a blind gamble from Virtus.pro, just hoping that it's A this round. 4 players, no info at all. Those are the kind of rounds you win on CT side, because you're right, but paiN run into it, but they keep all their protocols in place. And, well,
brother,
let's be serious. KaWeZ getting his kill at A ramp, that helps.
Hope we get it. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Little movement, just that little movement out of the corner. And then the utility is just masterful. Is the T side that paiN were hoping to play versus the Mongols, but if they had to wait 24 hours just to beat up VP for a second time this month, so be it. Let's hope for their sake they'll be able to tap back into the potential they saw on the defense one evening ago. The T side was the question mark. And they have gone ahead and made a point 10 rounds into this. Snow to the MAC-10. The electronic Flamus B-site hold will be tested yet again. And for the time being, there's no rotate because once more, dude, it just feels like Virtus.pro are constantly playing in the dark. Flit keeping a set of eyes on window, but not really much he could do to stop any kind of a catwalk out if it was there. Not that it is. Electronics gonna have players running right at him. 2 out from the window.
Oh.
He's dead with nothing. Flawless has to be the hero of the B defense. Flit's already moved in quick, and Flawless is now losing rotators at that. He'll have a position back by bench, but it's gonna be the tease to leave this. paiN start to peel away. BTarena and NQZ are outnumbered.
Okay, not too bad on the hold. That was a timing for FaZe where he has to worry about underpass. He knows that they can walk up into connector. Virtus.pro hoping that they're going to try to re-aggress, but now even ICY getting mobile. FaZe's playing this way back.
They're going to go for the bench.
It's a good fight for him, but they know they're going to be waiting. Oh, what a way to do
how
that.
They have to do it. 20 seconds left. USP challenge. Dude, you are a little insane, but maybe in the right ways.
No.
Nope, not at all. Just the wrong kind.
That?
BTarena also maybe getting a little overzealous, charging down the bomb plant. NQZ right into the cover. Good amount of damage, but the peek back, and that's how you do it.
Why would ICY do that?
I don't know.
He had an op, right?
Yep.
There's 2 guys.
Yep. I mean,
He even had a chance to like change his mind.
Teammate calling 1 HP, but they're not both 1 HP.
Yeah. This is so cool because they know when they come up underpass, someone's going to be watching from Cat. But instead of going onto the bench where you would normally start, where FaZe is watching for, they just decide to do a boost right beside the bench. So you just offset your angle just a little bit. That's such a nice touch. That's a misplay from ICY though. I don't even know what that was.
I mean,
unless he had no.
I was gonna say the op is empty, but he was sitting on an angle.
Just reload. You're 2v2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
30 seconds to reload it. So if that's the case, well, that was the mistake previously.
Yeah.
It explains the behavior, but
I mean, even if your teammate's yelling 1 HP, it's a 2v2, so it's not like you're gonna. You shouldn't be playing off that. I wouldn't even blame FaZe for that. That's weird.
Oops.
Oops.
Forgot to shoot. Flit looking for the cobwebs. Nicely done.
They're good at these flash tactics.
Right? Yeah, if anything has gone well in the gun rounds of Virtus.pro's CT side, it has been the flashes over connector and now the one into underpass.
FaZe, he's not going to get escorted out, though. They have mid control, so they need it.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
A little offering from Flawless off Cat to get Flit back into safety. Oh no.
He didn't move fast enough.
No, sir. Kawes now chance on the ramp, but it's a good trade frag from FaZe. We're looking for silver linings here in the final round of the CT side of Virtus.pro. And ICY over towards Van on the B site. BTarena is looking like he's going to get by everybody with the bomb carrier right next to him. So it's a 3v2 queued up inside the B site. FaZe will be far removed from this situation. And NQZ to scour the field with that op as he looks to make contact.
Oh, he could have been spotted.
I think he was. We'll find out how ready they are for this position. Not so much. Flawless actually gets BTarena off of it. Window dropout. Good peek from the Flawless. Opera's been spotted. Now NQZ 1v3 needed. And it's a miss. So Virtus.pro take a second rifle round win in a long drawn-out T-side that had paiN's name printed all over it.
Not the most inspirited half out of Virtus.pro. Don't have to be the one to tell you that if you watch some of these rounds. But where they did get success off the back of not just aim, but also tactics, was in mid with Flit. And on this last round, flashing into underpass was the perfect timing to set up a 5v4. And as good as the other team can be and comfortable on the map, if you pull off enough 5v4s with the talent you've got, you're going to win most of those situations. So they at least found a way to make up for their sort of lack of cohesion. Kind of surprised to see them not as comfortable on Mirage of all maps. But they've definitely got a lot of work to do. We'll see how that translates over to the T side.
Meanwhile, for the paiN camp, it's the win conditions you'd want in place. Everybody contributes. And Davideus to the top of the charts as we enter second pistol. 2 pistols to paiN back on Inferno. Virtus.pro won the first and converted for 2 rounds. half of their CT round wins out of the gate. It's been Brazil ever since. Well, I think I know which site they're hitting. With 2 smokes and 3 flashbangs to their name, it is going to be MongolZ looking to drop it incendiary. And if he puts it down at the right moment, this could put a real dampening on Virtus.pro's all in on B. Sees the util, drops it quick, no time wasted. A little bit of damage on the front runners, but honestly, they get out through that window relatively unscathed, and it is instant headshots out of Virtus.pro. Not once, twice, but 3. Done.
Okay, all good. Hey, there's one thing this team has. Great flashbangs. That was max efficiency on that exec. And they somehow ran through that molly and I think a fallback grenade, no damage. That was a nade he threw after it, right?
Yeah.
Would have been a smoke, so I guess it could have been a flashbang, but that was very clean from Virtus.pro to get out of that second window.
Oof. Ow.
Owned.
Yeah. Not was I expecting out of Virtus.pro after the amount of rounds we had seen paiN just thrive in.
Sometimes you put too many skill points into one half.
That's true. Yeah.
Think, CT side, that's easy. You hold an angle.
Yeah, 5 damage on Flamas. That is all that was done by the utility that tried to hold that bomb site. So gonna have to work on the positioning that incendiary. Can't be relying on that. But of course.
Oh, the fast B split. There's still one in ladder though. They've got to be careful.
And QZ versus Fame to start. I love that he just went into cover. It kind of feeds Davideus to the Wolves, but so be it. Electronics double kill. MongolZ 5-7 in the pocket. The most dangerous positions for 5-7s are ones like these, but he will be found out. Flit not gonna drop his guard. CT's chucking out smoke grenades, but nowhere are they behind it. Another quick move from the Virtus.pro camp into the B bomb site back to back.
2-0 start maybe in both halves here.
I'll say 3-0 start this time around once this next save comes out. It's a force by paiN we're hoping to win with, and they don't get much to show for it. Single death on Fame means 1 drop Mac 10. That's it. Bada boom.
Hit him with a Glock, put him in a coma. What that boy got, glaucoma.
Ratata.
10 shots to your body.
All right, paiN, what do you got up your sleeve for a trickery round like this? 2 5-7s, Desert Eagle, a couple smokes. I have faith in Big Uzera to bring an idea to the table. Well.
Nice shot.
Hard to think without a head. Quick one from Fame. And now things get a little weird on A, but that's fine. You can just leave.
Don't go A.
Smoke it off. Walk away.
Yeah.
Electronics going to carve a path into the B site. Call that it's completely vacant. And so they've done it. Pistols in their back pockets. A 2-0 start on the CT side. A 3-0 start here. 5 of the 7 rounds Virtus.pro have collected on this second map. A map that has a team destined for the BTarena in Cluj-Napoca. And we're nearly tied up. But by nature of convincing gun rounds, Let's see what paiN bring forth in the next one. Don't let this get expensive, gentlemen. NQZ, no, not good. 3 kills on the doorway. Bomb will blow Icy up, so this one's tough. He might not survive either. Eesh. Bada boom, indeed.
That's a mega successful situation out of paiN, man. There's a lot of AKs down.
Ouch. Hook, line, and sinker. They fell for the flower pot hold.
Wow. That was perfectly played from Cowes. You know, peek once.
That is an age-old Mirage trick.
Yeah.
The flower pot bait.
Yep. Yeah, those are not some small exit kills. Like, look at the amount of money that Virtus.pro could have had with those saved guns.
It's all good if they tie up right now. 4 consecutive.
Missed window smoke, man.
Jail time.
No, we haven't seen a missed window smoke in a while. But after seeing the first half from Virtus.pro, I'm not surprised. All right.
Down goes the bomb. But that's okay, because it slipped down the stairs. Right into the possession of Flawless. Flit gonna try to walk out Palace. Oof, doing this on his own. Snow, who's been underperforming throughout the first half, has Davideus to help him. So, doesn't look like an issue. Bomb changes hands as they're gonna go for the window re-clear. Into the window sill is where they catch the jungle frag. A little bit of disjointedness there allowed Flawless to come through with it, but he walk away on a quarter health. Bomb carrier still with him. 3v5 recovery is the mission here in round 16,
yeah,
but Snow, you think this catches off Electronic.
Ooh, Electronic did not see this, but he's coming in to clear it.
No way.
And this is actually weird for the CT. Wait, the T's are going to go back. I thought this was going to be a sick bait where Virtus.pro have him make noise, and then they just walk into B. I mean, of course you'd think paiN are going to be more scared about the A site. And they're starting to make noise in the presence of BTarena.
Yeah.
I think they ran too late.
Cow is still a little concerned that those mid kills could have also come through with a window climb up, so that's why he's a little cautious as he gets into ticket. But now BTarena reconfirming it's the ramp push out, utility thrown forward. Flawless going to clear this with a pistol. He gets good damage in, and Cowes is able to kill Electronic off the Palace peak. 10 seconds to the clock. There's a chance the jungle player, nope, never mind. Not with a smoke and fire in front. Frag to clear it. Flawless tagged up ever so slightly from that. But it is both T's to peel away. Bomb planted for ramp.
Awkward. They've got the smoke. NQZ, if he comes in, they can't play too far away from this.
No kit on the players for the retake. They do have a frag grenade to pop open that smoke if the desperate defuse actually comes through. 10-second defuse. Icy starts to fire off. Oh, the headshot on Cowes.
All right, okay.
And that's going to send NQZ running for the hills. Virtus.pro rock the boat back. 3 versus 5, folks.
Yeah, fair enough. That was a nice shot. NQZ did hit him through the wall, but Icy's response was perfect.
It's not necessarily pretty. It features the missed window smoke. They go down to the 3v5.
BTarena dies without a kill under Balk, obviously, versus a pistol trying to clear him.
Snow missing the timing in Palace. That one's tragic. Especially when he's sitting down there at 4 and 10.
Yeah, things really lined up. But that does mean that Virtus.pro now have a golden opportunity. We've got... Oh, Icy misses that chance. And this is not a free round.
It's a golden opportunity at a very important moment because with all those exit frags that paiN were able to rack up, that's what had the money low.
Oh,
missed shot from Icy.
Too. Another chance. Hey, paiN have got an up on of their own, so you definitely don't want to let ones like that go. Icy's 12-4 as well.
Does he land it? Does he land it? Does he land it? Does he land it? Ding, ding, ding.
Wish it mattered, though. They don't clear out mid-control, so all they're doing is smoking CTs who see nothing.
BTarena. Oh, Flawless turns!
Oh, no. That's so unfortunate for Flawless. And Snow is still here to fight. Fame coming back for the peak.
Snow wants out. Can't die to the top mid-peak. NQZ has waited on that angle. Icy has missed 2 chances already this round to establish opening kills. Instead, it'll be another recovery demanded of the VP camp, 3v4 this time around.
And ICY's not going underneath the scope here from MongolZ. He's going to walk right into it.
And he has just been sat here. The barrel is all he needs to see. Walks forward, bomb dropped, 20 on the clock. And paiN walked away with this op last round. It's the only player that disengaged from the retake. Virtus.pro have tucked their tails, and they will concede a 9-8 lead over to paiN. 2 missed chances from ICY that maybe could have made this round different. Instead, paiN win with less.
Yeah, man. I mean, you absolutely hate to see that. You have ICY, who was 12-4 when this round started. He has 2 shots that he can hit when he's on, and he is on, so it's weird. And there are opportunities that totally change the course of the round in a moment where paiN would be saving next round if they won. You know, hit your shots. They make it way harder than it needs to be. They set up the tactics correctly. paiN will show a lot of gratitude for those chances. They found all the correct punishes.
So they go for the set piece, huh? Full-blown execute. Moving pieces on the defense, putting a smoke down on Palace right before VP go for it. And it's not like VP, indicate in any way this was about to happen, but
it's a quiet map, right?
Exactly. Internal ticker had a sixth sense.
Oh, they missed another molly.
Damn, he's behind the triple box. Flom is trying to get him, but nope, he's gonna hang on. That's fifth frag for Snow. He will keep his head down. The stairs push doesn't mean anything. Electronic bails back through Sandwich, minimal HP. Snow is still sticking around, and he has done a great job of dodging until Electronic finds him. Cowes dies, and that's the round. Recovery again, VP.
Okay. They got a lot of kills. Every single player had to die on the A site for that to be possible, but they found a way to do it. So many smokes, so much chaos happening, and Virtus.pro find a way out off of the headshots. That first kill from Fame was obviously, definitely very important here. So chill the hell out.
Like, bro, we played with James for 4 years. But I think they need it. At least Flawless does. That's the environment he wants.
Yeah.
And if he's going to step it up, then go ahead. Snow floating top middle. Flawless is right next to him. We've got bodies all around. Snow's going to turn. Oh, that could have been more, but it's not. Because the pieces from top mid help out Electronic. Gets that kill before it goes to south. And a 4v2 looks like a comfortable place for VP to establish this lead.
Oh yeah, that's not a great looking moment for paiN. That's one where Virtus.pro have every right to be there inside of mid. They had cross-top boxes. They were walking up underpass. paiN were not protecting those locations.
And they will find zero resistance on the A site as Flit walks out from Palace.
Yeah, this is a safe situation unless MongolZ gets some lucky kill, but there, he's already walking back. Cow has a chance to take a peek if he'd like, but
being extra cautious about it, but there's nobody home. Electronic safe to punch in the digits.
See, this high-low setup is fine, but whoever dies in connector is the only one that can see an underpass. The awkward part is the guy who's closer to top mid here. He should be looking behind him, but there's a smoke. And that actually could have been worse. Like, there were T's that got all the way out across top mid, outside of out of underpass before anybody even took a fight.
There's an apartment push coming. Ooh, they let him have it. 2 weapons saved here for paiN. VP leading now. This is 6 of the 7 terrorist rounds played by Virtus.pro added to their tally. Don't tell me we get another second half collapse from paiN in 24 hours time.
Well, it's different this time.
Yeah.
Last time they just got destroyed. They had no answers at all. This time they're messing up a lot of winning situations. This is Virtus.pro who showed us not much interesting CS in the first half, and in this second have fragged their way out of very, very poor positions. I think paiN will leave embittered if they lose this game more than when they played against MongolZ, where, yeah, they really didn't stand a chance. And that was a different half. It was their CT side that was good.
Yeah, where is that now? Try to change up NQZ's positioning. Behind which pillar does the peak come from? That's the big question. If it ever comes at all. Ramp play. You know, Snow's been kind of used as this jackknife. We saw him walk out top middle last round, but I mean, his performance is just not there. Okay, little labored, but luckily element of surprise cues up the electronic kill. And now NQZ's gonna get a chance, you'd think, to go 5 versus 3 over top Virtus.pro. Yes, indeed. It's a snapshot over. He's cautious about connector. Flommus loudly climbing up through mid. Davideus high alert, and all is good for paiN here to tie the game at 10. You know what, Mo? It just takes close games.
Hold on. You're saying they should tie, right?
I'm saying they will tie.
This would be the most impressive comeback into a round that we've seen, but we have seen really big mistakes out of paiN.
Surely not this one. Dare I say it, impossible. ICY gonna turn around as he loses his front runner. 35 seconds, that op will be valuable. Money has been kept honest throughout this play. 0 rounds of loss bonus for Virtus.pro, obviously, with this streak of wins they've been on. And so ICY hanging on to the op. Again, you know, paiN, they're utilizing Snow. They're trying to employ him as that opening moment, and you can't tell me that was the cleanest kill on an electronic who he caught with a knife out at first.
Yeah, but that's the key part. It's, uh-oh.
No, this is
They're not going to let him have this.
Keeping the op. He's going to fight for it. Uh-oh, that could lead him to die after time, but nope, 2 seconds, he'll go down, fire at his feet.
The op down, though, that's the win.
10 rounds each.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care how many rounds Virtus.pro have won this half. I think they have to get better in order to close this game, or paiN will still take it from them. Of course, there's the thought of the tournament being on the line. Getting to playoffs here is what's definitely going to cause mistakes. Virtus.pro showed us their best CS on the pistol round. That cleanest, exact, dry run with all the nades in the right place. They've shown us some great flashes this game. There's that. But they're going to have to dig deep here, because I don't think that paiN are scared yet.
NQZ, a powerhouse floating around top middle in a dangerous spot. And all of a sudden, it's the easy ramp hold. Fame tries to emerge. Snow gets a second. One of the rare multi-frags he's found, but Electronic also finds timing. Davideus turns it back, and it all falls on ICY. Flommus blown out of the round. The 2 players Palace dead with nothing to show. And it's a full belt of util, more than a minute on the clock. ICY, can you step this up?
This is actually a great place to wait. He hasn't got any action this round, so they don't know for sure if he's here, but obviously with the A split coming in, they're flanking A ramp. He's either Palace or he's somehow cross CT, but I think NQZ's got eyes on that, right?
Kawez surely comes in and clears this. Kawez surely ready for the backside play, and ICY's turning his back away. Executed. paiN take 11.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fast play through the smoke. They send Fame out to die. They've got everyone from paiN were watching something important, and there could have been a trade coming out of Palace, but that wasn't it. So quite a risky call to make, of course. No flash here.
No flash, and also just kind of like one step forward. You know, doesn't even emerge, just gives away full vision.
Oh, think they realize that paiN are the better team in these longer rounds, so...
Oh, man.
Trying to get tricky with it.
All these T rounds, game gets tight. paiN step it up when they have to, and look at the reward they are given. There is a P250 on the field for VP. That's it. Playing for overtime. I see either reading notes or praying. And I'm not sure which one would actually help more.
Yeah, I don't think the notes have been that helpful.
Around to talk things over in preparation of round 23. It'll be a critical moment. You know, I think for anybody who thought this was going to be the fast paiN win, it needs to be repeated. This is a paiN who we have watched BTarena lead for 6 years, since COVID to now. He has been in this paiN jersey. He has been on the brink of playoffs twice, but never stepped forward into a crowded stadium. And this could finally be that moment. He has been sharpening Brazilian talents. He has been earning a reputation for himself that had his name destined for Furia at one point.
Yes.
The call-up never came. This has been his project. It's been his playground. And now he has brought players to this position with a single round away from the BTarena.
There will be a pop-off, folks. You know what? No matter who wins this map, because Virtus.pro, they're playing from behind. paiN win this map, they win the series, they get to the arena. It's going to be a very special moment for this lineup.
And with paiN, it is always close. Always, always to the end. So no surprise that just as Virtus.pro start to get a taste of success on Mirage, paiN remind them who's destined for playoffs, or at least so it seems. VP to let paiN make moves again.
Flit has been lurking Palace every round. Like, they've gone and cleared out the A ramp. They know that Flit is up here. And now, oh my gosh, they just walk out of the vision of Davideus.
That's fine. He'll wait him out. But a smoke will deny him.
Oh,
all he needs.
Patience, my goodness.
Waits for the kneecaps, drops Flawless out of this one. The newcomer of Virtus.pro has to wait. Has to bite his tongue and hope that the others step forward. It's again going to be this A split, but it's a connector emphasis. And who better than BTarena to be on jungle to try to stop, and all of a sudden, distraction done. He'll spray away electronic, hot swap as Icy clears. Snow is in a tough spot, and he has been having a tough map, but it's a chance to step up. Fame dead. Second player tagged slightly, and it's man advantage maintained at 30 seconds. Bomb was stopped. With that kill, top steps. It opens the door for the newcomer. Are paiN going to do it finally? Flit able to walk forth into this bomb site. It's cover to connector, and it's time given. paiN are not jumping the gun just yet. They're both low health, half or less. And now Flit with gun back in hand, back turn to Khan, down he goes! Finally, they'll pull this off! And it's not the biggest pop-off, because maybe game not done. It is playoff destined paiN. It is smiles across the board, so close all the time, and finally, they push this the distance.
They did go